Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. So, Paris, again, put this woman on notice. Thomas is your past, he is my future, and it is what it is. The fact of the matter is, you sat and you made a play for my fiance. You stabbed me in the back. And I've read the comments, right? I've read the comments. I've seen the stuff on Instagram. And a lot of people sitting there saying, but Paris, you went out with Hope's ex-boyfriend. Keyword ex. Okay? Keyword ex. Meaning she can sit there and go out with this man if she wants because you two are not in a relationship anymore. So don't give me that excuse. Okay? It's not the same thing as you literally stabbing your so-called friend in the back by trying to make a play for her fiance. That's just some dirty, grimy ish right there. And of course, Hope knows no bounds when it comes towards dirty, grimy ish. I'm the mother of his son. Oh, we are going to sit there and play that card now. We are going to play the We Share a Son card, which is super, super pathetic at that point. You're always going to share a child together. That has nothing to do with you two being together. You didn't want to commit to him. I don't care if you loved him. You didn't love him enough to give him what he wanted. Because at the end of the day, what Hope doesn't seem to understand is that it's not just about you. The world is not going to move at your timetable. Okay? Because he had a timetable of his own. He said what he wanted. He said what he expected. He wanted a future. He wanted kids. He wanted marriage. You didn't want that. He doesn't have to sit there and play by your timetable. So, she said what she said, and eventually she left. Now, RJ and Luna are getting ready to go to the party. And Luna's like, I can see that, Bill being with Katie bothers you, but don't let it bother you. You have a good thing going on. Don't let it bother you. Now, Katie's sitting there talking to Bill, talking about how she just has a bad vibe about Poppy, and she wants to make sure that Bill doesn't get taken advantage of. And while that's all true and everything, and I don't doubt that, let's be honest, this is also about jealousy, And I don't like the fact that Bill sat there and said, you're always going to be the love of my life. I feel like that's disrespectful to the woman that's not there waiting for you to come home. Why would you say that? Hell, even Katie was like, why would you say that? They talk, they share their memories, and at the end of the day, that's what they are. It's memories. Now, while they're hugging and everything, Poppy just couldn't wait, because Poppy was there at the house. She was like, where's Bill at? What's taking him so long? So she goes down to Forrester Creations and see those two hugging. And she is not happy, and to be honest, on some level, I understand that, Now, the party gets started, and everyone's congratulating Thomas. Eric is congratulating Thomas. Ridge is congratulating Thomas. Donna is just looking hot. I mean, I don't think that she wants to congratulate Thomas, but she got saved by the bell because Brooke came in. Well, no, Carter. Carter congratulated him, and Eric did. And eventually, Ridge comes in with Brooke, and they congratulate him. Well, not Brooke, but party gets started. RJ's there. It seems like. Oh, also, Katie did sit there and say that her and Carter are just better off as friends. Now, apparently, they wound up breaking up, and it was a little line drop that they wound up saying. Because I didn't even know. I missed the line drop. Apparently they broke up off screen. Because, I mean, why try to actually make their relationship work when they could just be like, oh, they did it off screen. Same thing with Zendaya and Paris. They started getting together again, and they was like, we're just better off as friends. Okay, that's nice. Um, anyway, RJ gets there. He congratulates him, and Luna congratulates Thomas, and Brooke Logan shows up. She brings her negative ass energy with her. I really sat there, was like, oh, what the hell are you doing here? Why are you here for? Why? Why are you here for? You didn't think that they were having some sort of a get together for Thomas? And let's just sit there and say, even if that was the case, leave. Leave. Your negative energy is not welcome here. Leave. So everyone is sitting there toasting. And like I said, Carter and Paris are good. Carter congratulates Paris. Even after he treated her like trash, which is karma for her because she treated Zendaya like trash. So, But yeah, everyone is sitting there celebrating, and Thomas asks Eric to have the wedding there, and Eric says yes, and they throw confetti and all happy, and Hope is just sitting there like the pathetic crybaby that she is. Listen, at the end of the day, you had your chance. You said you weren't ready. That's fine. Okay? Now, you shouldn't have got together with him in the first place because you knew exactly what he wanted. And you turned him down the first time. And then you wore his ring around your neck. You should have just ended it right then and there. But instead, now you're sitting in the corner. And Brooke is like, are you okay? And she's like, oh, well, something, something, something. Now, one of the things she also sat there and said was, you're rushing this. You're going too fast. You're rushing this engagement. There's a certain point where Paris comes across as like, I can't tell if she is just putting her foot down and being like, hey, listen, I'm claiming what's mine. What do they say? Protest too much? It's built on honesty. It's built on this. It's built on that. Well, if it was built on all these things, you wouldn't have to sit there and share that much. I'm just saying. But I didn't like the little comment that she said about Douglas being close to her. Like, you're cool with Douglas calling you mom? Like that to me will always just be off. Um, Saying, "Oh, it must sting that we're getting so close." Yeah, it does, and you're just. I don't want to sit there and say that word, but I'm like, you're being really nasty about it, and that's completely unnecessary. But the chick is that they're making a play for your man. So, and having her sitting there saying, "Well, you're rushing this, and I'm concerned for you, and this, that, and the third." I'm like, no, bro, you're just being fake, and you don't get to sit there and dictate on our relationship. I don't care if you think it's rushed. Your opinion doesn't matter at that point. It literally doesn't. So when she's sitting there crying in her tears, it's very hard for me to sit there and feel bad for her because I'm like, you did this to yourself. You chose to sit there and stay at a party that's celebrating their engagement. You don't like it? Leave. Why the hell were you there in the first place? I'm still wondering that. And even let's just sit there and say you didn't know. Okay, well you know now. You should just leave. Take your ass on out. Now, I can't think of anything else that wound up happening. But if I write it down in the comment section, let me know if I missed anything. Let me know what your thoughts are about this whole thing. Now, part of me is just it isn't looking at this like Paris. You know, y'all got back together. Y'all could have dated for a while before you decide to sit there and just agree to marry him. You know, not that long after he married somebody else. You just sat there and looked like Boo the Fool at your last wedding. and you want to go through this again. Okay. Anyway, that's pretty much all I got. Let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video.